You probably spent 40 bucks last weekend without thinking about it. Takeout, a few drinks, impulse buys you forgot about. Gone by Monday. That same 40 bucks a week invested into Fidelity index funds could pay you over $4,500 a month. In this video, Josh takes 40 bucks a week and splits it across 5 Fidelity index funds. 2 play growth, 3 play income. And in the end, I'll show you how this portfolio is projected to reach a $700,000 valuation that pays over $4,500 a month. So what does a full-time paycheck actually look like? The median full-time worker in the US earns about $1,233 a week. That's roughly $5,300 a month, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But that's the gross number. It's what you earn before anything gets taken out. Federal tax, state tax, FICA, the chunk that funds Social Security and Medicare, health insurance, 401k contributions. By the time all of that comes out, most full-time workers take home around $3,800 to $4,200 a month. That's the real paycheck. That's the number to beat. And there's a way to build that same monthly income without taxes touching it. It's called a Roth IRA, a retirement account where you pay tax on the money going in, but every dollar that comes out later, including all the growth and all the dividends, comes out tax-free. What you see is what you keep. Here's why that matters more than it sounds. In a regular account, the taxman takes a cut of your dividends every single year, and that cut never gets to compound. A Roth lets the whole thing grow untouched for 30 years. Same funds, same contributions. The Roth just keeps more of what they earn. So the bar isn't really $5,300 a month. To pocket $4,000 from a normal paycheck, you'd have to earn around $5,300 gross, just to cover the taxes first. From a Roth, the gross and the net are the same number. That's what Josh is working toward, not matching a paycheck, replacing one without the cut that comes out of every real check. And he's doing it on 40 bucks a week. That's 173 bucks a month, about 2,080 bucks a year. He isn't chasing a fortune. He's building a paycheck he never has to clock in for, which means the portfolio has to pull off 2 jobs at once: grow the balance, the pile of money itself, and grow the income, the dividend stream coming off that pile. Most portfolios nail one of those. Doing both is the hard part. That 2-job problem is why Josh doesn't pick one fund. He picks 5. Think of the portfolio as a team. 2 players play growth, 3 play income. The way they share the field is where this whole thing starts to make sense. Let's go through them. Start with the backbone, FXAIX, the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. It tracks the S&P 500, shorthand for the 500 biggest companies in the US. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, the names you already own without thinking about it. It grows the balance fast, about 11.1% a year in price appreciation, but it's the stingiest payer of the 5. FXAIX has the lowest dividend yield of 1.05%, and the dividend growth on this fund, 6.84% a year, is also the lowest of the 5. Quick word on dividend yield, because this matters all the way through. Yield is the percentage of the stock price that comes back to you as cash each year. A 1.05% yield on a $10,000 position pays you about 105 bucks a year. That's it. So FXAIX isn't here for income. It's here to grow the pile, and it's very good at that one job. Next to it sits FITLX, the Fidelity US Sustainability Index Fund. It tracks US companies that score well on environmental and social standards. The mix still leans hard into big tech, which is why appreciation comes in a touch higher than FXAIX at 12.1% a year. Here's where FITLX earns its spot. It has the fastest growing dividend in the whole portfolio, 15.42% a year. Now, dividend growth is a different thing from yield. Yield is what the fund pays today. Dividend growth is how fast that payment climbs every year. A 15.42% growth rate means the income from this fund is roughly doubling every 5 years. So even though FITLX starts with a small dividend, 1.02% yield, by year 30, it's paying way more per share than FXAIX ever will. That's the US side. 2 funds, one grows the balance, one grows the income on top. Next, I'll show you the income side of the portfolio, and in the end, I'll combine these funds into a portfolio that's projected to turn 40 bucks a week into a $700,000 portfolio that pays over 4,500 bucks a month. But first, let's see the income side of the portfolio, and for that, Josh has his international funds. This is where most viewers get nervous, so let me explain why Josh leans heavier here than most portfolios you'll see online. US funds compound the balance, international funds compound the income. They pay higher dividends, and those dividends grow faster. If the goal is replacement level income, not just a big number on the screen, you need international weight. So Josh picks 3. Number 3 is FSGEX, the Fidelity Series Global ex-US Index Fund. It holds companies from every developed market outside the United States, Europe, Japan, Australia, Canada, that whole world. The surprise on FSGEX? It has the highest dividend growth rate of all 5 funds, 18.07% a year, plus a starting yield of 2.69%, more than double what FXAIX pays. Annual price appreciation comes in at 7.03%. This fund is the unsung hero. Most people have never heard of it. It's the one doing the heavy lifting on the income side. On number 4, it is FERGX, the Fidelity SAI Emerging Markets Index Fund. Emerging markets means countries still growing fast. India, Brazil, Vietnam, parts of Southeast Asia. Higher growth potential, but also more volatility. FERGX runs a 2.22% yield, a 13.69% dividend growth rate, and 7.48% annual price appreciation. Last one is FTIHX, the Fidelity Total International Index Fund. It blends out to a 2.48% yield, a 16.98% dividend growth rate, and 6.07% annual appreciation. Strong income numbers, but its real job is coverage. Here's what it covers. FSGEX only holds developed countries. FERGX only holds emerging ones. FTIHX holds everything, developed, emerging, plus the smaller international companies the other 2 miss completely. It's the patch over every gap the others leave open. So that's the team. 2 US funds carrying the appreciation, 3 international funds carrying the income. Every one of them brings something the others can't. Now put all 5 funds together and the portfolio blends out to a 1.89% starting dividend yield, a 14.2% dividend growth rate, and 8.76% average annual price appreciation. And that dividend growth number is what turns $40 a week into something the math actually rewards. Now stay with me because this next idea is the one that makes the whole video work. That 1.89% yield Josh starts with, it doesn't stay 1.89%, not even close. Here's why. Yield is calculated on today's price, but the dividends themselves are growing at 14.2% a year, way faster than the share price. So as the years go by, Josh is collecting more and more income on the same shares he already owns. He never has to put in $1 extra for that to happen. The income grows on its own. Now, let's actually walk through what that looks like year by year. By year 1, Josh would have invested $2,080. Now skip ahead 9 years. By the end of year 10, Josh has put in $20,800 of his own money. The portfolio is projected to be worth $35,433, and annual dividend income, $909. That's $76 a month. This is where most people quit. 10 years of showing up, $20,800 out of pocket, $76 a month. They didn't do this wrong. They just haven't waited long enough. That 14.2% dividend growth rate doesn't add. It compounds. By year 10, Josh has enough shares for the compounding to move real numbers. By year 20, Josh has invested $41,600. The portfolio is projected to be worth $157,702 with an annual dividend income of $7,068. That's $589 a month. The dividend has now passed most people's monthly grocery bill. And then comes year 30. Josh has contributed $62,400 total. The portfolio is projected to be worth $726,339. The annual dividend income is projected at $54,172. That's $4,514 a month. Every month, from a portfolio he built $40 at a time. Click the video on screen to see how 5 assets could turn $10 a day into $5,000 a month.